Because right now we're almost
Oh,
close to the stage end right now.
who does
So
Heater go with here? Does he go with Hayden? Looks like he's gonna go with Hayden. Unfortunate, Walker's gonna get shuffled out. Who's gonna lead this lap? It looks like it's gonna be Hayden.
yeah, Hayden at the line barely.
Aaron went up to side draft him and left his help, but he's able to get back down and keep his help behind him and not get sucker hole.
Yeah, with this stage caution coming at the end of lap 25, it'll help the guys that got involved in that wreck. Probably Keneally a lap down, but he'll get that lap back after that stage caution. But Hayden Lowe get a clear Aaron Brown go to the bottom. Brendan Timon sliding a little bit as Wolfgang Hoffman making his way up there, stay with Michael Rosero on the outside line.
Everyone looks to still be everyone that started looks to still be running. One driver did not start. That was Will Cloud. So.
Ooh, Aaron got really loose there trying to push Hayden Lowell. He might have got a shove from Brendan Timon that got him a little bit loose there, but not 100% sure.
Oh, Hayden's going to go block the high side. It's going to leave the bottom wide open. They need to get lined up or they're not going to be able to.
I think Aaron's already underneath him. Maybe no. Hayden actually got it. So Hayden controlling both lanes pretty well so far.
Really good, but it looks like they're going to be about even off the corner. And where does he go with? He's going to go for the run off the high side. They're going to need to get lined up in the bottom, be able to get around him. Aaron looks like he's going to be there. Aaron's there. The block did not work. Come back, but can he get the run off of turn number 2 here? Being pushed by Heater, and maybe get past it. That's a good start to this controlling the lanes.
Yeah, we kind of missed the first 18 or 15 or so laps there this race, so I'm pretty sure we kept it green the whole time because no one seems to be like completely out of it. But
and you see that second pack that we talked about just lingering back. They've already caught up and they're starting to make some moves now as we come to the stage caution. So close. Into lap 25, you see Gepling was leading second. It's like 4th at the bottom line. So
Brendan gonna slide up though. Ooh, that was close. There's a 3 wide Michael Rosero, Wolfgang Hoffman, Eric Keplinger. That's for 5th place route right there for the stage points. And stages are all top 4 or top 5. I mean.
There's guys in the back. You're on the top 5. I see you got none to lose. Go to the high side here. Try to get something to work. Where you see it. You got some light. I don't know if it looked like he was going to follow him, but he fell back in line. Someone needs to get up there and help Michael, or that's going to fade fast. They want stage points.
There's a 3 wide again. Luke Peters going the inside as Michael Rosero doesn't have really much help. Oh, Aaron around!
On the apron, can he keep it down?
Oh
no! Big wreck. Michael in it. Walker in it. They're going to keep it straight.
And now they go. Keplinger involved, not too bad damage.
Oh, hard in the wall.
Vincent Gucci right there. Pretty hard in the wall. And that's going to be the end of the stage right there. So it looks like Brendan Timon, possibly your race leader for this stage right here.
That was a
we'll see what happened there on the replay. It looks like they made contact possibly.
That area looks like he maybe got bumper hook. It's hard to tell.
Oh no, Hayden kind of came down into him. I don't think he expected Aaron to be that high.
Yeah, I think he expected him to be a little bit lower, try to finish him down so he could get a better run off the corner. And Aaron was trying to open up his entry to, arc it out and get a good run down the back straightaway. And they just two cars going for one spot. Doesn't quite work here.
Yeah, I just think Hayden.
He was almost able to keep it on the apron. He just could.
Yeah, he just couldn't slow it down enough, which unfortunate. Nothing you can really do in that situation. I don't think anyone got severe contact. Maybe the 9 of Vincent Gucci got the most, as that was a table camera angle right there. But I think the 9 got the most damage.
I think towards the end.
Yeah.
He boned Aaron. That's gonna be. You don't really want to get. Oh.
Brendan's gonna stay out for the stage points. Yeah, you do have one set of tires, and I think from my experience in the hosted, you definitely use up that set of tires pretty quick, as it's gonna be a top 5. Brendan Timon, Brock Packard stays out, and those two will get those stage points. So,
very smart. You see.
Oh, Hayden misses the pit boxes. Same with Malachi and a few others.
The slow stop in these cars. Here comes Kepling. I wonder if he'll be taking his fast repair here. Heater with the number 1 pit box. That's going to be huge. He might be able to beat Hayden off the pit road right here if he gets a good enough stop. We have some wave around cars involved in that accident a little bit earlier before this caution.
As they drop the jack, Keeter off of pit road first. 23-second pit stop. Malka had a 22.8-second pit stop. Benson Gucci with a 21.77. So either he just took his fast break or he just didn't take any damage because he was also one car involved. So we're going to take a quick break. It'll be right back before the green flag. We are back here live at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 28 laps completed so far and pretty eventful. I mean, on stream we only saw like about 10, I would say, probably laps. And it was pretty good racing. I think we went caution free for those first few laps, but sadly we did miss it due to internet issues. But we're back here live as Brock Packard in the race lead. Going to be single file restart on the top. They practiced this during the warm-ups, so they should have some sort of idea of what to expect and whatnot. We'll see what happens here.
Brock is the only one that did not pit. We had our stage winner. He came down and probably hopped off on fuel, but Brock stayed out and took the track position. So we'll see, if he's able to hold on. I don't know if they can make it on fuel, but green flag and he's launching. Green. How quick do these guys get racing? Does Eric Heater go with him, or is he going to make a move? He's going to lock his bumper.
See in the back of Brock Packard, looks pretty single file from here. And they're going to try to pull away. It's 3 wide in the back. Keplinger and Brendan Timon and Aaron Brown. They're 3 wide for a second.
They need to get together. They're going to fight. They're just going to let them pull away. But it seems like Malachi is staying in that draft and sucking up to him. Hayden Law looks like he's going to get back there.
A lot of 2-car tandems so far, but I think once they group back together, we'll see them go back double file like we saw before. It just takes a few laps to see that happen. There we go. Brock Packard gonna get shuffled maybe to the back as he has no help at all as his top 3 on the outside and 2 more coming, Hayden Lowell and Luca Faro.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say when Malachi got to them, they were just gonna get in a line and try to pull away, but it looks like they go straight to racing for the lead. Eric Keeter on the outside trying to get past Brock. I don't think he's clear, but we have a second pack forming here. Aaron Brown leading the high side in that one. Hayden Law is finally up there in the mix here. Going off the corner, it looks like it's still going to be Brock Packard leading on the bottom side.
Although they're doing in the back. They got to form up back here and they can catch us back up front. I mean, once they get single file, it's pretty easy to catch up the pack. You just got to be a few tenths quicker per lap.
just gotta make sure you're not pinching that inside too hard. Looks like everyone to the bottom but Aaron back there, so they're starting to get in a line. He's just got one guy out there. You got to get him down. Maybe someone let him in here because he's just side drafting them and killing their momentum.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a little bit. Looks like they're catching up just a little bit. We'll see what their lap is. Oh, Matt slide. Oh, they go around. Oh, that's a big hit into the outside wall for Matt and Aaron and Brendan Timons. I think that's a blown engine for a few people. Actually not blown engine.
It looks like that. But here's the question: I'm pretty sure Aaron has already used his fast repair, so that might
possibly
be his race over. He seems to be crawling.
And who else was involved in that? Brendan Time was also involved. So we'll look at this damage right here.
It looked like in the wreck, it looked like Aaron was just pinching him down. We'll see what happened in a moment. But Aaron looks to be stopping. It looks
I think
like his race over.
Yeah, I think he has too much damage right there. I think you're right. He did.
But we see right
now,
here.
Matt kind of just slid up, and then Aaron just unfortunately got involved in that. And good job from everyone else by avoiding that too.
Kepner was able to slide on really quickly and avoid getting a wreck. He's already used his fast repair. It looks like so if he was able to avoid that, that would have been race over for him.
Let's look at the top of him. Wow.
Must be done here. We'll see him next week. Just barely miss it. And good job by the guy behind him not to run into him as he was slowing down too. It takes a lot of work here to avoid a wreck. This is like Daytona for these cars. You just gotta make sure you slow down and watch your mirror while you're slowing down so you can avoid not getting ran into. It's complicated to avoid a wreck, but good job by Kepler there.
Let's take another quick look at the replay since we have time to. So the first wreck that was involved was more like a racing incident, but let's see what exactly happened here. And Matt kind of slid up, and then he kind of just lost it. So I think, look at the chopper view of this. Okay, so Matt just kind of slid up because it's a bit loose here. I can say that, and then yeah, he just kind of got loose in front of everyone, and that's just kind of what happened there. So I would say.
We can see if we can get a word here with Aaron before, since he's out of the car and into his day early.
Wait, did he take a fast repair? Let me see. He might have took, cause no, his car's. I thought from the top of it, it looks like maybe he took a fast repair as about to go green. So we'll try to see if we can interview him next time.
Yeah, single file restarts here. Brock Packard's gonna be leading still. Either second, same top two that we had last caution. Let's see if they can get lined back up together. But Hayden was able to get past Malachi here, so he's gonna be in third. Malachi will be in fourth, and let's see how.
Aaron back on the racetrack.
Oh, Aaron's back.
He took a fast. I think he did take a fast repair, so he just needs a few cautions here, and he can easily get back in this race.
He might have just had his motor blow earlier.
Yeah.
And but that's really good, you know. And the way they were racing before the end of that stage, they raced like that towards the end of this race, which I do believe they will. They're going to get more aggressive. He might get a caution, and he definitely will be able to get finally lap 2. He just needs 2 cautions, down 2 laps, and
yeah,
he'll be back in this race. So it's never over.
If I was him, I would just stay in the back. You don't get anything from finishing 15th 2 laps down, so no reason to risk anything.
Make sure you don't get in a wreck. Make sure you.
Green.
There's a little bit of a stack up there. Luke Lafaro, not a great restart by him, but overall, Eric Heater to the outside right now. As it's a little bit different than we saw last time. As there's 3 wide in the back. Fanging out is Brendan Timon got a really good restart.
It looks like Heater just this time he doesn't look like he wants to ride. It looks like he wants to go ahead and get position on Brock. That way, when the second pack gets there and there's a couple cars, he'll already be side by side, and they're side by side, and he might get clear before the corner here. Hayden looking around, see who he goes with. He could go with either the top side or the bottom side. If I'm him, I'm taking Heater. He's got way more experience than Brock. Heater's such a great driver. I'd get behind him and I'd line up with him, and that's what he's doing. He's gonna push him. And
what will Malachi do here? Will he go top? I think he's gonna go top. They have the momentum. There's no, and Heater and Hayden have been working really well all race long. It seems like.
Hayden is a great pusher for us.
as Malachi goes bottom, so it's going to be a kind of a 2-car tandem versus a 2-car tandem, and the back pack is catching up behind here, and the leader of Wolfgang Hoffman and Michael Rosero, those two working together pretty well. That's a pretty good pack right there.
Aiden almost got cleared of Brock right there. Malachi is nowhere near.
Is he gonna go up top? Actually, he might work with Hayden Lowell and Eric Heater, as he's going to actually.
All this racing, the second pack is slowly catching up. They're single file. They're getting to work. Looks like Aaron is still trying to make some moves on the high side. He's gonna fall back in line now. Just needs to sit back there and ride.
I see a few people just kind of riding in the back there. Matt and Ethan kind of trying in the back with Robbie. I think most of those guys took a faster pair already, as Hayden Lowell trying to push Eric Keeter past Brock Packer, as here comes the second pack and a bunch of other drivers. That's going to be 12 drivers in total right there, 13 including Aaron. So as they're going to get side by side for first, second, and third.
And it's still only Hayden and Heater on the high side. It looks like it's Peter trailing behind them, but you know, he's not close enough to be able to. He's got to get up there and push Hayden just with a little bit in the air, not really push him, because you don't want to push the pusher here, but get it behind him and just make sure that they stay close. It'll help him a lot. But Malachi's doing a good job, but it's like Heater is still going to be ahead, and will he drop down if he's clear? He will not. He'll stay on the high side.
Here we go. We're going to get side by side, as we saw late in stage 2. This is what exactly happened, side by side. As, man, this is going to be an intense race. We've only seen about two cautions, yeah. Excuse me, one before the stage and one after. I think these guys, it's Brock, gets a little bit squirrely on the inside. It's got a lot of Heater to clear him, but will Heater go down? If I was here, I would just say hi. Hayden's been pushing really well.
Brock hasn't pitted yet, so he's definitely on old tires. You don't want to. He's got to be careful there. All these guys are on a little bit fresher tires, so Heater's going to stay on the high side even though he was clear. I wouldn't get in front of Brock there. He's going to be a little too loose for, you know.
Yeah, he has by this time he's got 40 lap-old tires compared to 14 lap-old tires for the rest of the field, and most of those 40 laps are under green condition.
Yeah, with only 2 cautions, you know, a lot of green flag laps you can't really risk just getting out there, but they're pinching them hard, and that's going to eventually. That'll upset that car. But they're tight. Everyone 2 by 2.
Let's take a lane. I think maybe in the last 5 laps we'll see a third lane, but let's take a quick look at our track info. It's gonna be a 80-degree track temp so far. It's gonna get cooler throughout these last 10 laps as the sun's kind of setting. Night's gonna become a little bit quicker throughout the day and throughout the night, sunset, I guess. The weather, air temp 79 degrees and partly cloudy, and the wind speed's pretty high, so 10-mile-per-hour wind, that could be changing all throughout the race, so that could play a factor in the draft and stuff and stuff like that. As 10-mile-per-hour is pretty good in these cars.
This is before the repave, so this is an old surface, so this surface is not the newest, and it's definitely not going to be the smoothest in that sense. But they're still side by side. Brock's able to hold on. He's just getting just enough push from Malachi, but if Malachi can get up there, I think Malachi, if he was to lock on like Hayden is, I think they would get clear of him, but he doesn't seem too confident to push him in the corners, which there's no need to. There's a lot of laps to go here, but Peter and Hayden are really working together, and I don't know how you beat that pack right there.
Yeah, and throughout the run, these tires will go weary, because you can see them sliding just a little bit. It wears the tires each and every time, and over the course of a 15-lap run, we're going to see about 18-lap run, maybe ish.
Yeah, it seems. But I mean, Hayden is just locked onto that bumper. It's unbeatable. I mean, he would be dumb to go to the bottom. It's getting such a good push. You can't really risk that. And they start to slide up a little bit more every corner. The more they pinch down, the more they'll slide up, and that'll eventually get a problem when we get a third lane going here towards the end of this race. Not many laps to go though, so those guys towards the back do something. They need to start working together and communicate with each other. You know, with Aaron being a couple laps down towards the end of this race, you know, maybe a teammate might be able to help Malachi. That's a friend, but it's a long gap for him to get up there and help him.
Yeah, there's a few people in the different voice chats. Aaron and Malachi are in the same voice chat. So Aaron, if in these last few laps, if he's like no chance at a caution, he could go up and maybe try to help Malachi. Malachi's probably a little bit too far ahead for him to help, but maybe he gets shuffled back a little bit in these last 5 laps. Anything can happen at Charlotte.
And if something happens, he's got Peters right behind him, Aiden, and they're in the same group chat, so I can see them working together. But Aiden, we know he's always in a good spot at the end of these super speedways races. He's just got to make sure that he normally doesn't capitalize. So we got to make sure he capitalizes.
Yeah. So right now, Brock has never won an LRL race before. This could be his chance to do so. He's in a good position if he just gets a little bit of help, and he's in the front. He's in the front pack and the front of the front pack with 5 laps to go. So there's a really good chance of maybe pulling off a really good win for him starting off the season.
Yeah, he strategized his way to get the track position. Got some good stage points. Can he just hold on with these old tires? You know, we see one car going up to the high side. Don't quite know who that is back there, making a 3rd lane, but it's starting to form with about 6 laps to go.
Now 5 laps to go, so it's go time.
Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh, Michael, no. Oh, Michael. They keep it straight, though. Oh, no.
Keep it straight. Looks like it's just
keep it straight. They keep it straight. So no spins right there, so no caution's going to be out.
That's going to really mess up that 3rd lane. They're going to have to get bunched up here quick because they're running out of time.
Yeah, you got to hate it for Michael Rosero. Last defending street stock champion. He's not going to have... I mean, he can still... These guys can still wreck ahead of him. He's in 11th place right now. And 4 laps to go. We can see a green light check at Easel. Is Brock in a bit loose up the racetrack, almost in the Hayden. He did not have a good...
You got to make sure you don't hit the left side of that car. That'll get him loose. But pushing is getting more aggressive, more towards the corners. That's going to start getting these guys loose and getting these guys sideways and wrecking. We got a little bit of...
It's 3 wide now. Malachi made it to the inside, and he just going to get shuffled all the way to the top. We kind of missed that as we were looking at the battle in the back, but Heater on the 3 wide. Here comes Keplinger. Oh, Wolfgang around. And caution is out. It's Aaron around. He saves it, though.
Caution's out. We're going to have a green light checkered here.
Wolfgang, no damage, though, but the new rule, I guess the newish rule, is if you make contact and you spin around, if you make contact with another driver and you spin, caution is out no matter what. So, obviously make contact with another car and the caution flies. So, it's going to be a green-white checkered, and I don't know who's got the lead right here, but it looks like Benjamin was just got underneath him just a tiny bit and spun Wolfgang around. No damage for anyone as Wolfgang hit the wall a tiny bit there, but luckily for Aaron, he saved his car and he should get the wave around right here.
This should give Michael a good chance to go get a fast repair and be right back in that race after he got a little bit loose and had some contact and slowed the racetrack.
Yep, so Aaron should be getting the wave around right here, so he's going to be 1 lap down. I guess we can... We'll see what happens on pit road, and we can maybe interview someone if they get on pit road. Brock's got the race lead, so this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. We could bring in Brock, but we'll wait. I mean, is he in the voice chat? Yeah, he is, so we'll wait for a second, but see what happens on pit lane here. So it looks like any takers on pit lane, looks like 1, which is the 9 car, Vincent Gucci. So we will bring in Brock Packard into the booth. Hello, Brock, you got a copy? This is the broadcast.
Hey, Talon, I got you.
Yeah, that was a very intense last few laps there. 3 wide for the race lead. You come out on top right now. And it's looking like a green-white checker from here on out. And what's your game plan on the single file restart?
You know, I'm a little nervous about it because, as you guys could probably see, I don't really have a lot of friends out here. So we'll see what Malachi does on this restart. Hopefully he'll kind of just push us out and it'll be a battle between us. But Eric and Hayden have been pretty strong on that outside, and they've been edging me out every lap coming across the line. And that last one I take responsibility for because I was getting a push and just misjudged the front end of the corner and slid up a little bit, but should be fun. Haven't been in this situation in a while, and last time I did, I gave it away to the guy behind me, so won't make that mistake twice.
Yeah, and good luck on the rest of your race here as well. We're going to bring you back into your voice chat. So we could probably see that he's pretty nervous about this restart. I mean, I would be too. You're in the lead, 2 laps to go. I don't know what you would do. Like, I guess you just got blocked. That's really it.
We seen Hayden controlling the lanes earlier in the race. Maybe he's able to control them a little bit better here at the end, but
it's gonna be single file restart though, so like they're not gonna be double file quickly. With the test races that we've done, it's usually the front 2, front 4 that kind of make it there on the green white checkered, but we'll see, because these guys have a little bit more experience than probably the people in the hosted on single file restarts for tonight. But we'll see, because I feel like single file restarts, we've seen more people be able to do more things than just being stuck on the outside and falling back 2 rows and having to go to the inside. We've seen them be able to tandem up to each other and try to pass the leader because they have no help. But let's see what happens here on this green-white checker. And it's going to be, man, I'm kind of nervous, honestly, in the broadcast booth, so it should be a good one.
Man, I'll tell you who's sitting in the best spot right here. It's got to be Heater. You know, these guys, these two could start racing each other right here. Pace car is going to stay out for another lap. These guys start racing each other and make a little contact, and Heater could slide right through, win this race. But they got to make it. They got to make it to white flag first.
Yeah, that's probably goal 1. They only have 2 green white checkers, so if you use up one, you're kind of risking the fact that you have another one. But I don't know. If I'm Keplinger, Luke kind of behind this pack, Benjamin back there, Brendan Timon, Luke Peters, Michael Rosero, I'm telling these guys, just push, stay single file. Well, I'm telling the guys beside me, like Keplinger, Benjamin, I got the people I listed, I'm telling them, just push each other, because that's the only chance you have to win. Because with a single file restart like this, it's, even if it was double file, it's hard to win at Charlotte just trying to draft up to someone, because the outside lane isn't the greatest by itself. But if you have someone to help, you can maybe make a move on the outside. And if these guys start battling, you can get a good run. I mean, we never know. So, green-white checkered racing here to decide who will win the first race in Street Stock Season 8. We've ended... Yeah, last time we had a green-white checkered was last season, and we saw it end under caution. So we'll see if that suffers the same fate. As a good restart by everyone right there. No one crazy separated as Michael gets to the inside of Luke Peters, and that was a 3 wide behind.
Nakai's going for it. He's going to dive back in line. Hard to tell what they're doing.
As Brock's still clear, though. He's going to block up high. No, he's not going to be able to. Malachi has enough to run. Here comes Hayden, Luke Lafaro. I think if I'm Hayden and Luke, I gotta stay down and push Brock, because that's your only chance at really having a chance to win. Malachi on the outside, coming to the white flag this time by. Will they make it? They will. They will make it. As here we go, white flag this time by. Hayden gonna give Brock a good shove. As here we go, good run for everyone. Down at turn 1.
Pushing all race.
As here we go. Oh, Malachi gets loose. It's contact. 4 wide.
4 wide.
Brock in a great position. All he gotta do is stay by him, I think, and he can maybe manage this race. He blocks up Peter. He goes low to Hayden. Hayden gonna give him the bumper.
Contact. They're wrecking.
Brock.
Peter has no help.
Still in the race lead. Hayden moves him up. Here he goes. Coming to the line. Here they come. It's gonna be Hayden. What a finish.
Wow. Move by Hayden in the middle of that corner. They're wrecking at the end, but Hayden
what a
was able
finish.
To push him up. I feel so bad. Brock was just so close.
Brock, he played it perfectly. I don't know what else you could have really done there better.
You know, I think the lack of tires just, you know.
Yeah, that might, yeah.
Hold on to his car, and
wow.
Hayden was able to move him out the way.
What a finish. As they wreck behind, Malachi and Kepling kind of make contact in the back there. That send them around, but I think everyone else they saved it though. But man, you gotta feel for Brock as he just gets snatched away from his first ever LRL victory. And wow, what a finish!
Hayden gets aggressive at the end of these races and sometimes doesn't capitalize, but able to make the right move here and capitalize. And
yeah,
wow,
not very much you see a bumper on that Charlotte in these street stocks, and 14 thousandths of a second.
Hayden is way better finishing, coming from the second spot than leading coming off the final quarter. And this is really a trick to play race, but races like one, so.
And Heater had a good run too, so if the line was just a little bit longer, Heater would have had a good chance, but what a finish, and you gotta feel for Brock, but Hayden, what great like maneuvering right there. He bumped him a little bit, moved him up the racetrack, and that's kind of what you see at short tracks, but you saw it here at Charlotte with these the new damage model. You kind of lift up someone's bumper and it kind of moves them up the racetrack. What a finish for these drivers. And what a race. That was a great race overall. So we're going to take a quick break before the interviews, and we'll be right back. Welcome back here at Legacy Charlotte as we're going to be interviewing our top 3 finishers. Hayden will go round out your top of the podium as we're bringing in here for the interview.
What's up, Hayden? You got a copy? Hayden, you there?
Oh yeah, I got you. Sorry.
All right. You're good. You know, you rode around, weren't in the lead, but you were always right behind, you know, the lead car in the line you were in, and made the right move coming off of 4. What was your kind of thought process on the final lap to get into that lead?
My thought process was I have no chance of winning. Like, I was dead serious. Like going down the back, I'm like, well, I'm gonna be forced to push. No, who is that? Brock? Yeah, Brock. But I must have gotten into his bumper just enough, kind of move him up the track, and then from there it was just a drag race, and with some help from the 54 of Luke Lafaro and a little bit of side draft. We just kind of got to the line first and pulled it off.
He made the right moves at the right time. You know, and we seen Brock didn't have fresh tires, so you know maybe when you got into him that could have something to do with him. But you know, good finish. Anyone you like to thank for this win?